All right, in this video, we're going to go in and we're going to take a look at Report Builder and create a basic table. The first thing I have up running here is my home page for Report Manager for SQL Reporting Services, and I want to take a look at the shared data set that we're going to use. So I'm going to open up that folder, and here it is over here. I'm going to pull down the down chevron, and I'm going to say Edit and Report Builder, and I'll pause while it opens. Okay, here's the query that we're going to use, and we're in and we're hitting Mathino Group 2012, and we're looking within the product, the production schema, the product table. We're going to bring back product ID and the name and the list price, and then we're also coming down here and bringing in from product category the product category ID, and again dropping on down from the subcategory, bringing back in the subcategory ID and category, and let's run the query just to make it work. There we go. So there's my products and list price, names, and here's my categories and my subcategories. Okay, I started Report Builder, and she starts up with the Getting Started wizard, and the first thing we're going to do is say Table or Matrix Wizard, and we'll come through and see an existing data set in the report or shared data set that we have already gone through and created. And we're going to come in and look at the exact one query that we just went through and took a look at, which is Mathino Group 2012 product category and subcategory. And we're connected into that. Now we'll go next, and we're into this page. All right, and so we're going to take the values down here, and we'll take list price, drag that on down here into the values, and now I can do row and column groups. And for this demo, I'm going to just take a row group, and I'm going to take the product name and drop that on down. So now I've got row group by product name, and then up here for column groups, let's go through and add in the product category ID, and we'll drop that in, and we'll go through with next, and then you pick, this, we could clear this on out, but we'll do the show subtotals and grand totals. And we'll go next, and then you pick whatever type of a theme that you want. And let's go generic, and we'll say finish. And we're up and we're running. Let's expand this out some. And now we'll come through there. Let's run it. And here's my query as I come on across. Product names. Here's my list prices as I come through there. And here, if you remember, were my product category ID, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. This query lends itself very well to the utilization of a parameter, but we'll cover that in a few more presentations here. Let's go back over to Design View, and we'll go in and add something. I'm going to go in here to an Insert, and I'm going to pull down Table, and I'm going to, instead of doing the wizard, which should walk me through exactly what I just did, I'll select Insert Table, and I'll pull that on down, and now you see what I have down here is here's the header and here's the data. And if I pull this down, this little icon up there, you see I can select because I have a data set already in it. So let's come through, and we're going to select list price. You see the header is automatically populated. This is the rows detail, the little slashes as they come down here like this, and let's run it. And pull it on down so you can see it. It's actually at the very end. Let's go to the end. And there it is. And you can see much less detail because I didn't put anything in there. Just to show you that how you can come through and you could add this into manually. Add a table in manually. Notice your export options again. All right. See, here's Word and Excel. That tells you that you're in running Reporting Services 2012. And the different exports that I have up here. And my parameters, I don't have any parameters, but we'll come into that a little bit later on. Okay, I'm back in Design View, and I went through and cleared out the table that we added with the wizard, just so we could see the manual one a little better. I'm going to select within it, and now I can get down here in the rows column, and I can right click down there. I can insert row within the groups above or below. Right, and let's go outside group below, and now you see I have another unrelated to this group down in here. Now I'll click it again, and I'll add group, insert row, inside group below, and now I've expanded out. You see the dash, dash, dash. It tells me I'm still in the details pane down here, whereas this one I'm not, right? Because so I can add something else down here like this, and it would be unrelated. Product subcategory sum is going to come down here like this. So you can tell, because now I've added down in here, I have nothing was automatically added up into my header. Let's go through and delete this. And okay, and now I'm going to go into the details again, and I'm going to pull down, add in the exact same field. Watch up here in the header auto-populate. Subcategory ID, and see the header automatically populated, and now I've got this sum down in here, so we have this entire column. Let's run it just to look at it. All right, a little ugly, but we'll format later on. Now we're back over in here. Let's come up and right click in here. Now you see I'm inserting a column, so let's insert a column to the right. And we could come in here, and I could again come in here and select something that I wanted and go in and do an insert. Oh, do an insert. Okay, so I'm going to come down in here, and you see once again I have this population field, and I can select down here, and over in here we're just grabbing stuff to show it to you. I'll go product ID, header's automatically populated, sum is populated down in here, and again if we run it, we've got that. Now that's really the way that you're going to do this. You're going to come through and you're going to make these changes, and then you'll run it and you'll hop back over and see if it's what you want. Now, all the standard Microsoft tricks work. Here's Control Z, and I removed that on out. And you see I can back up with all my Control Z stuff. Okay, I can show or hide different columns based on a user clicking. And what I've done here is if I come in here and I right click it and I have this column visibility, I said initially run, I want to hide the column, the center column that I'm working with. And I'd said display can be toggled by this item, text box 10, and I'm going to say OK and show it to you. It's much easier to understand when you see it running. So I'll go in and run, and you see the little show icon. When I click that, we now show the information, and then I can clear it on out. Back over to design view. I could have also come in and did an expression and went through here and built an expression, and based on the expression we would show or hide the column. And again, we cover expressions a little bit later on also. Cancel out of that. Okay, I can set the display by changing properties. So I'm in these different text boxes, and as you remember, this one was text box 10. That might help if you're going to actually use that to come through and say that this one up here is going to be the clickable, or whatever you wanted to do down here like this, and we're going to say OK. And now this down here in this list box, this text box that contains the price, I'm going to go into properties, and I can go down here and I'm going to say number. Let's switch it over to currency, and we don't want any change, so we're in there like that, and I can show the symbol, etc. By the way, you see I have dates, time, percentage, scientific, custom, all the standard things down here like this. But we selected current currency, and we're going to say OK. Let's run it. I've still got my clickable. And now my list price is down there without dollars and cents.